Hi YouTube, my name is ElevatedComics, also known as Tomas Aldaco. This is my very first YouTube video. I'm very nervous, also excited. I collect comics, as you can see. I love Star Wars. I know the most about Star Wars. I've been getting into I know the Marvel movies and stuff like that. I've watched all of the Marvel movies. I don't really know much about DC. I'm starting to get into DC this month. I'm super hooked on like the DC KO and all that stuff. So I've just started getting into Green Lantern and the Flash. I really like all the different Flash and like the family tier and all that. I think that's super cool. Getting more into that. So yeah, this channel is just going to be really about Star Wars, Marvel, DC comics, Star Wars comics, all that stuff, you know, the movies. Yeah. But today is Wednesday, March 4th, so it is New Comic Book Day. We are going to go to the comic book store, get our new pulls for the week. But before that, I wanted to show you guys my pulls for last week and my favorite 3 from last week. So let's get into that. Alright, starting off strong with our pulls from last week is going to be Ultimate number 21. It's first appearance of Luke Cage, so I mean it was pretty awesome. I really liked it. I've read all of the other Ultimates in trade paperbacks, but I have not read the Ultimates like at all, period. So that was my first like just diving straight into the Ultimates, like the Avengers version of the Ultimate Universe. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, number 2 for last week was Spider-Man Venom and Death Spiral. This one was so cool because it led into my other favorite book from last week, the next one. But it was just so cool seeing all 3 different types of symbiotes, the 2 symbiotes, and then Spider-Man came back finally from whatever the hell he was doing in space. Anyways, we got Spider-Man and Wolverine. This one was so cool. The ending was really cool. I like the villain was the bad version of Wolverine. So cool. Now we gotta put him back up. All good. So those were my 3 from last week. Now let's go to the comic book store. One last thing before we head to the comic book store, what was your guys' pulls from last week, and what was your favorite pulls from last week, and what are you most excited for this week? I'm excited for Batman number 7. That one is gonna be so good with the Joker, and we got DC KO number 5 coming to an end with the DC KO, but it's not the end of the Absolute Universe. So let's head to the comic book store. And we are at the comic store. We got here a little bit early. So they open at 10 and it is 9:50. So we got here a bit early. So we're gonna get a little elevated in the car before they open. And yeah, I'll show you guys a bit inside, but I'm not gonna like record and talk and all that because there's a lot of people in there, low key. So I'll just show you around, see what's up, and then I'll catch you guys when I'm back in the car. And boom, we are back for the comic store. Oh my god, guys, I got all my books this week. And look at this, I snagged this from someone so fast. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Holy. All right, time to get home and I'll show you the rest of them. Here we are, y'all. all of these books. All right, here we go. We got foil of Batman number 7. Pretty pink. So excited for that. We got Iceman number 1. Oh, this looks so sick, actually. I'm gonna put it on the wall. I got a few of these really cool covers. I really don't know which one this is. I think this is a JSA. Yeah, I think it's JSA. And then we got DCKO number 5. Oh, ending of DCKO. Wolverine number 817. Right, there we go. I'm super excited for this one. Shadow of Maul number 1. This one's gonna be real. I'm pretty sure this is it's a prelude to the Disney Plus show, so that's gonna be really cool. And then we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 1 after the Carnage thing. It goes into the death spiral of that. And then X-Men. Pretty peak. Ooh, the annual of X-Men. This one looks really cool. Oh wow. Absolute Superman number 17. My sister is getting all of the other absolutes, like the reprints for Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, because I don't have any of those. I only have a few of the Batman ones, but so she's getting me all of the rest of the ones. So she's coming in clutch with those. So thank you, sister. I'm picking those up next month though, so I won't have them, but I do have. You know what I mean? So we got Lex Luthor versus the Demon, DCKO. Pretty peak. Didn't have that one. Now I do. DCKO All-In Special. Look at that. Holy. That looks so cool. This is my first time having one of those. Psylocke Ninja number 1. Man, number 2 was really good, so I got number 1. Gotta get it. I bought this even though I already have Rogue One. That was an L move of me. Oh well, it's a different variant. So, or this might be the number 1 and I have the variant, because the one I have is the Marvel Rivals version of this one. So, pretty peak nonetheless. We got Mystique. I didn't even see that till now, and Madame Mask. So, that was pretty cool. Avengers 36, the ending. I only have 35 and 36, so might have to back issue pull those at a different comic store, because my comic store doesn't have a lot of back issues. It's just like this week and last week's comics, which is kind of bad, but you know, you get what you get. Poison Ivy number 42, really cool. We got Batgirl number 17. Pretty peak. All right, we got Cyborg versus Swamp Thing, DCKO. That's round 4. Knife Fight number 2. I have Knife Fight number 1 and number 4. I read 4 first, which was really dumb, but it was such a good story, so I'm trying to get all of them now. I'm waiting for number 3 to get reprinted. Daredevil and Punisher number 5. Look at this cover, guys. Holy, that looks so cool. Man, who did that? Man, that looks so cool. And then Aquaman versus Hawkman. Man, that looks so cool too. All right, that was all of them for this week. Man, what am I most excited for now? Which ones am I gonna read today? The ones I'm gonna read today, definitely DCKO. I'm gonna read these 3 today. Yeah, sounds pretty good to me. All right, y'all, that is gonna be it for this week. Man, so many books, so many to read. I gotta get to editing though, so yeah, it's been real fun today. It was super, like, just doing all the different angles and stuff like that. So yeah, time to get elevated and edit these videos so you can watch my very first YouTube video. Thank you so much, and see you next week for next week's Comic Book Wednesday.